Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. When they give it up my honor to the apostles of great millstone who has taught me this truth. When they give it peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth from which life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, I can get something from this video. Basically, man, it's going to be a quick video stating and showing that the Lord only came from Israel. Okay? He only came for Israel. Okay, which means this word is sent to whom? Israel, because the spirit of Yahweh Shai is out here, man. That's why you got men across the four corners of the earth that is able to teach this truth and preach this word, man, and break down the scriptures like how we break down the scriptures, man. Okay, because it's the Lord. It's not us. It's the Lord. Okay, listen, this current rulership is getting ready to be over. Okay, and you can see that it's evident through the rulership. You can see that's evident through just the downfall of this rulership, with everything just, turning upside down as far as the economy, the minds of the people, right? Jobs, right? Interest rates, mortgages, banks, right? etc. All these different things, man. This shit is, it's turning up because A, we're out here, and B, it's ending, and C, because this rulership it's prophesied not to go, not to be forever. Although you have the people and the leaders of the society that want this current rulership to go forever. And the reason why they wanted to go forever is because, like the heathen, right? They're not in trouble as other men. Okay? They're not in trouble as other men. And that top heathen, which is Esau, he's not in trouble as other men. So what does he need to be saved from? Okay, here it is. They claim that they're the Egyptians. They claim that they're the true biblical Israelites. They claim that they're Africans. They claim that that. They claim that they fucking Europeans, man. Okay, and we all know that, in Europe, right, Jake built there. Jake built up Europe for real. You know what I mean? It went to the Renaissance period. It wasn't really into the Renaissance period till these heathen, got some establishment, or these Edomites got some establishment about themselves. Okay, because before that, really, if you look at the history, these motherfuckers were, they were beast men. Okay, the scriptures say that they're the lowest level of, men, roughly paraphrasing the scriptures. These motherfuckers is, they're the basis of men. And here it is that the basis of men is set up over the true biblical Israelites. Okay, so you so-called pale-face, or not so-called, but you pale-faced devils, right? You don't have any, you're not everyone. You want to be everyone but who you truly are, because you understand, the elites of you understand the book of Obadiah. You understand Revelations, 13, 9, and 10. You understand Isaiah 14 and 21. You understand these different scriptures that prophesy that you're going to go down. Okay, the elite of you. Now, the base, lower level of you motherfuckers who don't believe anything but what the higher ups tell them. I'm not even, we don't even waste time talking to you motherfuckers. Yeah, we tell you what it is, but you guys are peons when it comes to this knowledge, when it comes to rulership, when it comes to establishment, when it comes to the mental, when it comes to understanding anything. You motherfuckers are peon minded. Okay, and really, this is your heaven. This is your heaven, man. And you sitting in the same places that we sitting at. You eating in the same places that we eat at. And this is your heaven. Okay? See, in our kingdom, right, you motherfuckers won't be able to sit at the same table as us. Okay? You won't be able to do what we're going to do. Okay? You won't be able to enjoy what we're going to enjoy. You really won't be able to enjoy shit. Okay? Here it is that we in captivity, but we still, find a way to, enjoy, certain things. Okay? Not, and we don't enjoy because, right, the righteous complain, the just complain continually, but, this captivity that you motherfuckers got us in is, it ain't even nothing to be compared to what the captivity we gonna put you motherfuckers. And that goes for all the heathen, from Esau all the way down to Moab, man. Okay? But to understand Matthews 15 and 24, you got to understand who the true biblical Israelites are, man. And with going through the curses and going through prophecy, the scriptures only fit a certain group of people, a couple different groups of people, right? Which is the so-called black man, so-called Native American man, the so-called Mexican man. That's why everything is directed towards us. But without further ado, let's get into the scripture. Well, everything bad is direct. Like when you first heard about this Max, right? Who was it pushed and geared towards? It was pushed and geared towards the true biblical Israelites. Okay, you had the president even said blacks, Native Americans, and Mexicans, because they understand and they know who it is. And really, if you look at the Kool-Aid, what's in it, man? If you really understand it, what is it? It's a DNA killer for the God gene. They call it the God gene that we have. So they want to disconnect us from the Most High, which you can't disconnect the elect from the Most High. But indeed, yeah, you got some Jake who received the Kool-Aid, but I mean, you got 2/3 of Israel that's also going to be destroyed too. You know what I mean? So, but the elect, you can't pull a wool over the elect's eyes, because the Lord got the elect covered. Okay, this is Matthew 15:24. It says, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So this goes to show you that, where you believe that the Lord was sent for everybody, he's not sent for everybody. He even said himself, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now, you got not Israelites, you got heathens who claim that they're Israelites now. Okay, but I thought the Israelites were supposed to be lost. But how long have these heathen been claiming that they're Israelites? Okay, you got to think, man. This is Revelations 2:9. It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. See, they're not in poverty. They're not in trouble as other men. These Khazars, they own everything. Okay, these heathen, these small hats, they own everything. Okay, they don't have any, they talk about, some of them, they believe in the Torah, but yet they don't follow none of the laws. They don't enforce none of the laws. They don't, how can you have riches on both sides? You can't have, scriptures tell you that whoever's first now shall be last. And if you look at, as far as a race of people, you people are first. You're not last. So it's either somebody is not being truthful, and 10 times out of 10, it's you guys not being truthful. Okay, because you're the forger of lies, man. Okay, it's Revelations 2:9 again. It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Okay, so yeah, Yahushua know those who call themselves Jews and are not. Listen, your works and your evil deeds don't go unnoticed, man. Okay, they don't go unnoticed, man. Everything that you've done, even the things that you've done that we don't know you've done, shit don't go unnoticed, man. Okay, this is Revelations 3:9. It says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And who is that directed to? That's directed towards really the elect and the 1/3, man. That's who's really the elect. That's who is directed towards. Okay, but 9, it says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not. So you got a group of people them right now calling themselves Jews and are not Jews. You can't be. How? According to what biblical prophecy? What prophecy? Even when you go into the scriptures, like, let me get this, Revelations 4:3. It says, and I saw that too. It says, and immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and set on the throne, and one sat on the throne, which is Yahweh. And this is 3. It says, and he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. So a jasper and a sardine stone, if you Google those stones, there are 2 brown stones, man. None of you motherfuckers have, if you want to look at it on a carnal level, none of you people really have, the attributes or the features of the biblical Israelites, man. Even Yahweh himself is likened unto a jasper and a sardine stone as far as his color, right? When you go to, let me finish this and I'll get another precept. It says, he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne, and a sight like unto an emerald. So that's describing really the power of Yahweh, but it described what he looked like. Okay, now let's go to Revelation 1. This is describing what Yahweh Shah looked like. Because what does the word revelation mean? It means to reveal. This is Revelation 1:14. It says his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. White being the color, wool being the texture, right? And his hairs represents the hairs on his beard. Okay, it says as white as snow, and his eyes were like a flame of fire, right? Because that was prophesied, right? That, well, they call him a wine bibber. Okay, it says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. And, you know, the higher ups, even back then, right? Because you had Balaam, right? I believe it was Balaam or Balak. Well, I think one of them told each other that Yahweh Shah was coming. Okay, even, and they were in matter of fact, let me who was it, man? I don't want to get it wrong. So yeah, Balak. So Balak told Balaam that because he would be considered a higher up, right? Of the Moabites, right? So he told Balaam that he prophesied that. Well, he told Balaam that Yahweh Shah was going to come. So the higher ups always knew that Yahweh Shah was going to come, even when, right? We could go to this really quick, man. Well, I ain't gonna say all the higher ups, but majority of them, right? In this, you know, some of these scriptures, they knew that Yahweh Shah was coming, man. Let me go to it. This is Matthew 2:2. It says, saying, where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him. It says, when Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and Jerusalem with him. Why do you think he was troubled, man? The same reason why you higher up elites are troubled. Okay, that we got the knowledge. I mean, it's evident that Yahweh Shah is coming back, period. I mean, you can't stop it, man. It says, when Herod the king heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Hamashiach should be born. And they said unto him, in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, and thou Bethlehem in the land of Judah art thou the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search diligently for the young child. And when ye have found him, bring me word that I may come and worship him also, which he was a damn lie, because he was trying to kill Yahweh Shah, man. Okay. Right. It says, when they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw out of the east went before them till it consumed and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, which should smell good. It says, and being warned of the Most High in the dream, they should not return to Herod. They departed into their own country another way. And when they departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise, and take the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring the word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. So that was his thing, man. And that was really all the, you know, higher up, all you motherfuckers really kind of got the same agenda, man. Whether it's trying to destroy Yahweh Shah, or trying to destroy the true biblical Israelites, which you've tried to do it with taking away our history, man. Okay, because when you go into iconoclasm, when you go into the Renaissance, and when you go into where it says Yahweh Shah was crucified even in this land, how did you crucify him in this land? By taking away the true biblical, really the biblical facts about him, and taking down his picture and putting up Cesare Borgia's picture. Okay, and saying, hey, worship this pale-faced devil. Okay, which that devil is not to be fucking worshipped. That's why when you come to camp, we got horns on him and a snake tongue on his ass. Okay, because he is not to be fucking worshipped. You got to understand who the fuck that is. But you got the majority of Jakes, especially Northern Kingdom, right? Who would fight you over that image, man? Even the Mary image, they'll fight you over that image, man. But that goes because they in love with their oppressor, because they all they fucking know is their oppressor, and all they want to know is their oppressor. That's why 2/3 of Jake is going to be destroyed, man, because they don't know, they don't want to know another way. They're willingly ignorant. Okay, they're willingly fucking ignorant, man. That's why you wait. I mean, listen, man, you tell a Jake what it is, and if it's for him, he'll get it. If he not, if a nigga can't get it, we moving on. Okay. So yeah, they always wanted to seek to destroy, Israel, always. Okay, but with this time, with Yahushua coming back, I mean, if you read in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, right, it goes to, if you read all this, man, it goes to show you just the power that Yahushua is going to have. Look, 2nd Esdras 13, and I'll start at 5. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I held, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it. And what's that great mountain? That great mountain is a chariot. Okay, which you would think, well, you would call a UFO. Okay, it says, but I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven that I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him, sore afraid, and yet there's fight, because they are going to fight. That's going to be the battle. Okay, but they're not going to be able to touch Yahushua and the elect and the angels, man. They're not going to be able to touch them. They can't touch them. I mean, the scriptures already tell you that we're going to get the victory, Lord willing. I'm one of the elect. Lord willing, man. I don't know, but Lord willing. Okay, it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. Okay, and I mean, you can keep I'll keep going. It says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and a great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. Okay, so yeah, man, and that's talking about Yahushua, and really, the angels getting down, man, on, these fucking the rulers of this wicked ass society, man, because the Lord gonna get down, man. Okay, everything that you motherfuckers dream about, write about, characters that have these superpowers and shit like that, you get that all from the scriptures, man. When the Lord give us spiritual power, again, Lord will not be one of those men. When the Lord give us spiritual power, it's over with. There's nothing you can do, to fight against spiritual power, man. And indeed, we need it. Okay, you might ask why we need it, because if you look at the technology of this devil, right? If you look at the technology of this devil, we can't win with guns. And he was blessed with the sword. So to think that you're going to win with guns, you fucking carnal, you a fucking fool. That's why the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We don't bear arms. We don't need to, man. This is a spiritual fight, first within ourselves. And then, once we make it, like scriptures, well, Yahushua said that no man take hold which he have, that no man take thy crown until he return, man. And if we be those men, there's nothing that anybody's going to be able to do to stop the power that we're going to have and to stop the victory that Israel's going to receive. Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 4. It says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And our hope is full of immortality, to be immortal. Okay, so you might think what we say is far-fetched as far as us receiving spiritual power, but you know nothing. You know nothing, man. You don't know the scriptures, nor do you read the scriptures. The majority of you don't fucking read the scriptures, because it ain't fucking for you. Okay, this is 5. It says, and having been a little chastised, and indeed, are we not being chastised during this walk? Do we not hold back our fleshly desires? Do we not hold back the things that we want to do in this world that we used to want? Did we not try to change the old man every fucking day? Okay. Why yet these people are using this liberty to indulge in this world and be a part of this world, not knowing that trying to do that With doing that, you're an enemy of the Most High, and trying to do that gonna get your ass destroyed. Okay, it says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. And don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful thing to be chastised by the Lord. Because why? Because scriptures say that if we are not punished or by the Lord, then we're bastards and not sons. If we're not corrected, then we're bastards and not sons. So anytime we go through whatever we might go through, whether it's losing your job, whether it's, going through hardship, or whether it's losing family or women, or falling out with family, whatever it is that you might go through, being looked at weird or whatever, right? It's a beautiful thing, because the reward is not worthy to be compared to the suffering is not worthy to be compared with the reward that we're going to see. But like the scriptures say, and scriptures also say that the Lord is not unrighteous to forget our labor of love. This is labor, yet this is love. And what is love? That we follow the law, statutes, and commandments, to the best of our abilities, because our righteousness is as filthy rags. We're not saved by the law, but at the same time, right, that don't mean that we don't follow it. Okay, even scripture, we follow it. Okay, to the best of our abilities, man, because it's the perfect way to live. Okay, it says, Wisdom of Solomon 3:5, it says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, for the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace, he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. And they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever, which our Lord is who? Yahweh Shai. But what is that talking about, man? And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. That means we're going to receive power, man. 9, it says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. Okay, because that's what it's all about, man, really. Yahweh Shai and the elect. This is 10. It says, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain. Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable, man. Okay, so you either gonna get with it or get lost, man. Period, man. Ain't no in between. Ain't no lukewarm. It's either you hot or you cold. Okay. And Lord willing, man, I keep first and foremost, talking to myself, I keep going in its truth, and keep being hot. Okay, keep being hot, regardless of what I might go through. And Lord willing, you brothers, keep being hot regardless of what you go through, because we understand that the society has an end, man, and it's approaching. Okay, so with that, Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord willing, I can got something from this video. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.